Hi YouTube family, welcome to this video today. I really felt inspired to share some things that I've really recently felt a great impact from understanding. And the deeper I get into reality creation and focusing on what I prefer, bigger truths reveal themselves. And today I wanted to make a video for the person who knows that their life is destined for great things, and sometimes they get frustrated or distracted even when those things aren't just happening. And okay, well, I've been doing XYZ, I've been studying manifestation or reality creation and esoterics for years. Like, how come this hasn't come true? And how come I still feel triggered by X? And I really wanted to kind of look at the flip side of everything and see how you can use that to your advantage. The biggest thing I wanted to leave you with today is it doesn't matter when things are going right. It doesn't matter when things are going wrong. And the issue with a lot of manifestation talk is it's all reality centric, right? It's almost a paradox. How could you say it's not about reality and it's about your internal world when the result is shown by your external world? But if you don't understand that sentiment, you've missed the point. If you don't understand how it's actually not about what happens on the outside, it's about how you feel on the inside, you've missed the whole point of manifestation, which is, hey, you can create your reality because you actually aren't bound by your reality. And so bear with me here, I'm kind of talking in circles, but if you're feeling still upset by your external reality, you haven't gotten it. You haven't understood manifestation and what it takes to create a reality. And so I wanted to give you this gift of acknowledging, okay, yes, you can look at your external reality, but let's look at this word reaction. Your reaction is your creation. If you're going to look at your external reality for proof or evidence, that's what most people do. They see the zeros in the bank account, they give that evidence to mean they are poor. They see the non-text message, we'll say, from the guy, and that gives evidence to that they're not going to date this person or that person isn't coming for them, right? That's what most people do. But when you react, look at the word reaction. It's a recreation, right? Reaction, recreation. And so how you are going to create is how you're going to react. And so the manifester, they're not a victim. And the creator, they look at what they want to create, not what's happening. They're more in tune with their internal emotions and their internal state than what is happening externally. So the reason you're feeling behind, the reason you're feeling like it's not happening for you is because you still haven't gotten it, in the sense of you still keep looking at the external world when that actually doesn't matter. When you fully understand manifestation, it actually doesn't matter at all whether that thing happens or not. I'm going to say that again. When you fully understand and you fully embody manifestation, it doesn't matter at all whether that thing actually comes to pass or not, because you are living in it so deeply and it's so vivid for you that it is real. And when you're living something at this level, the universe resonates with that, and that's what creates something. And I've experienced that with a few things, and there are things that don't even occur to me as something to create because they just are, right? And that's how you get deep into manifesting. But I'll be honest with you, there are some things that feel really sticky for me or hard. It's like, well, I have this consideration about it. Well, this isn't working and this feels tense and blah, 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 blah. But when those things come up, it's simply a cue. It's like, hey, hi, I'm here. And it's time to go within again. And so when you are having these things in reality where it's like, yikes, that doesn't look good. Yikes, I don't like that number that I'm seeing on my account. Uh-oh, I really didn't like that action that was taken by the other person that I can't control. The cue is just, hey, you're noticing something in your body. It's time to go deal with that. It's time to face that head on. And then focus and find a way to resonate with something that you prefer. Because when you are feeling triggered or you're really believing something, when you're really believing and feeling tense about the zeros in the bank account, for example, you're resonating with that. You can't tell me, oh, okay, well, I'm manifesting millions, but you're resonating with zeros. And the more that you start to tune into your internal position and your internal state, it won't matter whether you're having an up day, a down day, an up day, or a down day. And let me be honest with you, that's the nature of life. What a lot of people who teach manifestation is like, you can have it all the good, and that's a form of escapism. Like, things aren't always good all the time, and it took me a little bit to learn that, right? And part of life is really not having resistance to the down times and not having a reaction to that. That means, oh, you can't create what you want or blah, 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 blah. Because it's like things come in waves, and I'm not saying, it's like 80-20, right? 80% maybe joyous, 20% maybe not. I'm not saying use that as an excuse to lead a miserable life, and you know that. But I am saying how you react to those things is what you're going to create and what you get more of. And if you actually have the ability to let go of things that you're triggered by and focus on what you prefer, you also are not going to fear the bad times as much, because you know that you can handle it. And even if the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, the absolute worst happens, you already have the tools in your tool bag. You already know how to deal with that stuff. And if you don't feel that way, I encourage you to get a mentor that teaches you things that create real, true emotional freedom. You don't have to work with me, but work with somebody that can actually teach you things like that. And you'll know they're right if you work with them and you feel lighter and lighter over time, and you have the independence to apply tools to your own state, and you feel lighter and lighter over time with these tools that you've acquired. Because it's also a very natural process of getting lighter and lighter and creating what you want to create. Like, this sounds very positive, very happy talk, but it's true. I mean, your soul has been programmed, and it's divine intelligence. Your body knows how to, like, take the trash out and also have the navigation system to get where you're trying to go. The only thing that stops that is resistance. And the only thing that is in the way of that are things that are in the way of that. So all you got to do is get the things in the way out of the way, because you already know. You already have the blueprint, because you are the blueprint. You were born with the blueprint. So the whole point of this is, if you're finding yourself making your life mean something because of what is happening outside, this is a reminder. Wake up. Hey, oh my gosh. Come to Jesus moment. It's like, no, actually, I'm the creator, and what I focus on expands, and also what I focus on and how I react to things is my creation, and how I choose to be and what I choose to focus on, I'll move in the direction of. So ultimately, it's your choice. And if you have less resistance to the bad things, or things that you are labeling bad, and even notice the tendency to label certain things as bad and unwanted, the more that you have an acceptance of those things, the more you are just being in acceptance, and the more that you can allow just life force energy to come, because you're not in resistance. You're not shutting down and saying no to life. So that's just my little tangent for the day. I appreciate you for stopping by, and you have all the answers within you. Mwah.